Ladies and gentlemen, this might be the messiest scandal of the year, so sit down, secure your phones, and try not to go crazy. The face of ride or die and the queen of fidelity, Remy Ma, has absolutely lost it, which is why Claressa Shields recently acknowledged that she was expecting Papoose's child. Yes, you read correctly, through private hotel meetings, dubious business trips. And now a full-blown pregnancy confession. The unbeaten boxing champion covertly partnered with Black Love, the most loyal husband in hip-hop, in a scandal that has left public sympathy melting faster than ice in a heat wave. More forceful than any brawl Claressa ever delivered in the ring. Is the ultimate betrayal taking place in 4K? A sick revenge plot? Or real love? Remy Ma isn't just hurt. It's going insane. That much is clear. And trust me when I say that when Remy Ma loses it, what we're about to unveil will rock the industry and make you wonder if you've ever double-tapped any #LackLove posts. Is just the beginning of what is best described as betrayal. Papoose was shielded from gossip and false accusations by Remy Ma, who always wore her heart like a badge of pride. The unbeaten boxing champion Claressa Shields, whose fists were meant to combat injustice rather than fuel it, appended Remy Ma's entire world with one startling revelation. She is expecting a child, and Papoose will be the father. Think about. For a moment, you thought betrayal was messy? Picture that combined with hip-hop aristocracy, celebrity egos, and a champion who has nothing left to lose. And by close, we mean Uber drivers, hairstylists, bouncers, and inquisitive cousins who know that Claressa and Papoose's romance wasn't a quick fix, sir. Rather, it was a deliberate, slow, and secret affair that was nurtured behind closed doors, concealed by VIP lounges and thick shades. Before drifting into secret hotel meetings and unrecorded late-night drives, it allegedly started innocently with training sessions, networking events, mentorship talks, and other justifications that celebrities frequently make. It wasn't even low-key, according to one insider. He could feel the chemistry emanating from them, had been apart for years. And Remy wasn't blind, in case you were wondering. She could see the lengthy looks, the inside jokes, and the sudden consultations about boxing that were to be about footwork. Nevertheless, Remy Ma made the choice to put her trust in her guy since months before this controversy surfaced. Fans started to make connections. Just like any woman who built an empire on loyalty. For instance, while having no formal position. At Claressa's less well-known contests, he was spotted ringside. The biggest red flag was when Claressa wrote vague remarks about fresh starts and personal fulfillment right after PA was observed at gatherings. Is it a coincidence? Come on now, but let's go ahead to the moment when everything went wrong. With a limited guest list, phones seized at the entrance, music, and champagne secrets seething beneath the surface like a volcano about to erupt. It was a private birthday celebration. Claressa told witnesses that she drank too much pricey champagne, got up, tapped her glass, and swore to love, loyalty, and unanticipated blessings since I'm pregnant, ending friendships, marriages, and possibly careers. The room let out a gasp. Before the device detonated, imagine having your glass frozen halfway to your mouth while Remy Ma hits her ribs more forcefully than Claressa could ever punch in a boxing fight. Pause. Remy Ma reportedly stayed mute, while others say she jumped up, hurled her champagne in the air, and left like she was at a disastrous Bet Awards after-party. Anyway, the damage was done, and by morning, there were countless reenactments of your Remy Ma hearing Claressa admit at the party how Pap mishandled Black Love with one left hook to the hard-on. TikTok. One especially nasty meme featured a faked boxing picture of the actual title bout between Remy Ma and Claressa Shields. Pap remained silent, left no remarks, and continued to hide like a child who had just broken Mama's favorite vase, as hashtags like prayer for Remy, Papoose exposed, and Claressa the homewrecker were trending throughout the world. Some Sources claim that he immediately went underground, cutting off his phone, voiding contact with his staff, and even postponing public events. This was a smart move because if Remy Ma had found him first, well, let's just say boxing gloves wouldn't have been needed. The most outrageous aspect, though, is that there had previously been suspicions expressed regarding Claressa, and wasn't the only instance. In 2023, there were accusations that she was too close to another famous married athlete. One fan wrote, "Remy held it down for Pap while he was behind bars, and this is how he repays her by making a side chick a baby mommy embarrassing." The pattern was there: entitlement, secrecy, and the mindset that if I want something, I'll take it. Of course, these were unjustified because Claressa's crew is more adept at damage management than a DJ switching tracks at a silent party. The crisis is now actual and developing in real time across all social media platforms. Tweet: Claressa's next fight should be against Karma because it's coming for her at heavyweight speed. And let's not even talk about Remy Ma's mood after the news broke publicly. According to insiders, she went full nuclear, smashed a studio monitor, and cursed out Pap and even some mutual friends who knew something but said nothing. The betrayal wasn't just personal, it was publicly humiliating. It was a punch she never saw coming, and it hit harder than any opponent she had ever faced in her career. Just when people thought things might calm down, the real aftershock started. Anonymous direct messages, screenshots, and rumors about the scandal had turned into a full-blown industry earthquake. And according to one insider, Remy Ma was not just hurt anymore. She was planning Remy's next move, which isn't going to be a subtweet but a chess move, so Savage Pap's going to wish he stayed loyal. Bartenders noticed that Pap and Claressa were too close in the VIP section. Hotel concierges hinted at suspicious backdoor check-ins, and Claressa and Pap's text chains were erased. You thought it was just gossip, but it was actually war. And the first shots had already been fired because deep down, Remy Ma wasn't just fighting for her pride. She was about to fight for her entire empire. And just when you thought it couldn't get any messier, the real bomb dropped because the leaked voice memo that Claressa's friend unintentionally shared was apparently just the appetizer, according to sources. Savage new diss track in the works, legal separation papers already being drawn, and Claressa being discreetly barred from upcoming boxing promotions. Leaks claim that an even worse recording that was made behind closed doors showed Claressa confessing that it wasn't an accident at all. "I knew exactly what I was doing," she said. "I've probably been dissatisfied for a while." The hairdresser, security officers, and Uber Eats drivers who strangely always know everything confirmed that I was the first person bold enough to give him an escape. The internet went from furious to irrational, and TikTok exploded with dramatic reenactments of Claressa. "Escape, sis. You're not a fighter for freedom. You wear sneakers and are a professional side chick." Remy Ma wasn't just unfollowing people, according to insiders. She was also making calls, planning moves, and, yes, building her receipts folder, hotel logs, and text messages. These memes were more powerful than Papoose's broken vows, championship belts, breaking wedding bands, and Claressa's shields. Remy Ma didn't make it out of prison, but common sense went out, and her silence became more frightening and louder. When you thought you were training for a title fight, you were actually training to steal someone's husband. Remy Ma's firing of Papoose, you read correctly, was the second shockwave. According to insiders, Remy Ma snubbed Papoose out of every business deal they had together as if he was unaware of it. Screenshots, security footage from exclusive boxing events, and even flight records showed Pap and Claressa repeatedly landing in the same city without Remy. Period cold may have been well earned, but guess who thought they could save face? Pap himself. Papoose tried to control the damage by calling, texting, and even allegedly trying to show up at Remy Ma's video shoot with flowers, as Remy was stacking her empire solo. was a Tyler Perry redemption arc. And Remy Ma ignored every single attempt made by a close friend of Remy's who revealed Remy was done. There's no begging your way back when you made your wife the laughingstock of while that was going on. Claressa Shields, who is getting more criticism than ever before, employed the classic victim rebranding strategy when she posted a black and white photo of herself online with the caption, "Not everyone will understand." Speaking engagements were canceled, and a rumored Netflix series about Claressa's life was put on hold indefinitely. Translation: no one wants a homewrecker to be the face of inspiration. But it wasn't just Claressa who was dealing with the heat. Papoose, once known as hip-hop's most devoted husband, was now well known for all the wrong reasons. Hashtag Papoose. The problem, hashtag PAPINE loyal. Hashtag Remy deserved better. One TikTok went viral, garnering over 8 million views and included simple clips of Remy Ma praising Papoose over the years, intercut with screenshots of the Claressa Shields scandal. The caption read, "She loved him loudly. He betrayed her silently." Remy Ma had her lawyers draft a formal legal separation, and in the documents they claimed that she was in emotional distress, that she had been humiliated in public, and that she had harmed her professional brand for personal gain. However, there were also financial clauses, and Remy's team demanded control over joint assets, financial compensation for reputational harm, and restraining clauses that prevented Pap from using Ree's name for future promotional purposes. Meanwhile, more serious legal repercussions were developing behind the scenes, according to multiple leaks. "I didn't mean for it to end this way. Maybe we were just caught in the middle of something bigger than ourselves." You weren't caught. Girl, you jumped headfirst into betrayal with both gloves off. Insiders say that rather than publicly apologizing, Claressa approached Papoose privately to try to keep the peace and see if they could work something out. Remy Ma wasn't just playing chess. She was flipping the entire board. You are the one who set the fire, not the victim, and you are pretending to have been a spectator, Claressa. Remy Ma's transformation was inexorable, as new pictures, record deals, and business partnerships flooded in, positioning her as the quintessential representation of fortitude following betrayal. While Claressa attempted and failed to recast herself as a strong, misunderstood woman, loyalty is earned, betrayal is punished. Mic drop. Remy Ma, wearing black leather, is shown standing over a fractured gold crown in a potent campaign poster that went viral. Let's also add that Papoose has been spotted, with the exception of one heartbreaking photo in which he seemed to have just realized he fumbled a once-in-a-lifetime woman. Insiders claim he is keeping quiet. No new music, no interviews, no public sightings, and Claressa is still attempting to punch her way out of a scandal that no number of championship belts can resolve, because, in reality, some losses don't happen inside the ring. Some happen when you gamble with loyalty and lose everything in front of the world. No referee can save you, no gloves can protect you. The fallout has been even worse than anyone could have predicted. Within 48 hours of the full scandal going public, Claressa lost 3 major brand deals: a multi-million-dollar energy drink partnership, a major athletic sponsorship, and a documentary series that Netflix had approved months earlier. No title belts can repair what has been destroyed. And as the world watches the ruins, Claressa Shields and Papoose are standing there right now. Those close to the companies claim that it wasn't even a debate. In the meantime, Papoose was not doing any better. His bookings dried up, brand collaborations were quietly canceled, and music features he was excited about were pulled with silent apologies. Remy Ma, on the other hand, wasn't licking her wounds in a corner. She was winning loudly when she released a surprise single called "Real Ones Don't Fold." He was heard saying to an aide, "We can't align ourselves with that kind of drama. She's toxic now." He had gone from being praised for his loyalty to being perceived on social media as a meek pap. The internet deemed it an instant classic, and fans flooded the comments section with Queen Remy's knockout punch. The last humiliation was a leaked group chat screenshot of a supposed conversation between Claressa and her closest friends weeks before the confession. She was no longer talking in hypotheticals. For instance, bars held you down through cages. And courtrooms, you switched teams for hotel rooms. I built you, I fed you, I crowned you king. And you traded it all for a summer fling. A well-known gossip commentator put it this way: Remy Ma was leveling up in ways no one saw coming, and she had a new record deal announced. Bookings to speak on resilience and loyalty, and magazine covers lined up branding her. Claressa allegedly boasted, "I deserve a real one-step-mom of the year because of my arrogance, delusion, and sheer audacity." The internet went crazy, and Claressa trended all over the world. Influencers posted reaction videos that ridiculed her every move, and podcasts ruined her career, decisions, and brand. Real queens never lose, they rebuild. Cardi B tweeted, "Remy Mob and solid girls always win in the end." Even celebrities like Missy Elliott offered public support, stating that sometimes the best retaliation is a glope. Meanwhile, Claressa made a last-ditch effort to win back what little sympathy she still had by doing a sit-down interview in which she told the interviewer how lonely she was and how Papoose is nowhere to be found. But some say he tried to reach Remy one last time with a handwritten letter pleading for forgiveness, in which he allegedly wrote, "I lost the best thing that ever happened to me chasing a fantasy that destroyed everything." The internet's response to the interview was harsh, with top YouTube comments stating that before booking private hotel suites, Claressa should have considered that tears don't erase betrayal. Where is everyone now? Remy Ma is stronger, wealthier, respected, and remorseful, while Papoose regretfully canceled Claressa's shields, disgraced and abandoned. Papoose is desperately trying to restore the once golden image of Claressa standing victorious in the ring, but it's now overshadowed by memes, mockery, and mass unfollowings. The true lesson in this chaos, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually, is that loyalty isn't about what you say in front of other people, but rather about what you do when no one is looking. The question now is, was Claressa a lonely person or a mastermind manipulator who lost everything she gambled for? Did Papoose succumb to temptation? Or was he always just wearing a mask he couldn't hold on to forever? Or did Remy Ma just serve as the ultimate reminder that sometimes your biggest enemy is the person you trust the most? A lifetime relationship, and the internet continues to devour every single messy update because scandals fade, stories die. But betrayals like this one last forever. The internet is already taking sides. But what about you? Are you on Remy's side, standing firm for loyalty and respect? Or are you on Claressa's side, thinking that mistakes can be forgiven? Or are you just on their side, watching from a distance as the empire collapses? Your uncensored opinions are more significant than anyone else's. Did Claressa Shields actually fall for forbidden love? Or did she just fumble everything she had worked so hard to build? Was Papoose ever truly loyal? Or did he just put on the guise? It's just the beginning. Hit the like button, subscribe, and turn on your alerts because the next betrayal bombshell will come sooner than you think. Celebrity Tycoon is more than just gossip. It's a conflict between truth and allegiance to temptation. Stay woke and keep monitoring.